Hello friends, welcome to another video. Today's review is The Infinite Moment of Us by Lauren Miracle. And I want to say that is her pen name. I'm unsure if that's her given last name, Miracle, or if I'm even saying it right. I do enjoy the cover of this, where it's like stars and space. And like, I don't know, it's kind of pretty with the design on it. I'll read the blurb on the inside. For 18 years, Wren Gray has been the model daughter, which in her family means all A's, 0 boyfriends, and early acceptance into a pre-med program. But as high school graduation nears, so does an uncomfortable realization. Pleasing her parents once overlapped with pleasing herself, but now not so much. Wren needs to honor her own desires, but how can she if she doesn't even know what they are? Charlie Parker, on the other hand, knows exactly what he wants. A gentle boy with a troubled past, Charlie has loved Wren since the day he first saw her, but a girl like Wren would never fall for a guy like Charlie, at least not the sort of guy Charlie believes himself to be. And yet certain things are written in the stars. In the summer after high school, Wren and Charlie's souls will collide, but souls are complicated, as are the bodies that house them. With all the sweetness and steaminess of first romance, this gorgeous novel from one of young adult literature's most distinctive voices explores that time between high school and college when life seems to just be beginning and everything, including true love, is possible. So, I would rate this book 16 plus, unless they're mature, then maybe 14 or 15 if they are a mature teenager. It is exactly what it sounds like. It is a coming of age, end of high school, trying to figure yourself out, teen angst romance. There is sex scenes in it. That's why I said 16 plus for sure. It is not explicit like some adult romances are for sure. There isn't any real serious plot. It is an actual romance coming of age story. The main characters are obviously Charlie and Wren. And Wren's best friend Tessa and Tessa's boyfriend PG play a major role, as well as Wren's parents. And on Charlie's side, we have his foster parents Chris and Pamela, and his foster brother Dev, who he considers like a real brother. He's a younger brother, and his ex-girlfriend Starla, who, if any of you remember high school, if you're still in high school, the ex is always causing trouble. So these two get into it just like regular teenagers. It's funny to say it that way. This book has, the characters are very relatable, and it has a lot of life lessons, especially for teenagers, about wanting to be yourself but pleasing your parents at the same time. Wren's parents are very overbearing and strict, whereas Charlie is in a foster family, but they are a very loving and caring and nurturing family, but he has had some troubles in the past, which I won't tell you about. You gotta read the book to find out what Charlie's troubles are, and it's amazing he turned out to be the way he is, considering the things that he's had to deal with. You can see them developing as the story goes, where they're learning about themselves and the mistakes they make on the way. It's about trying to figure out what you really want to do with your life. Like I said, as a teenager, I would have loved to read it with all the hidden messages and life lessons for teenagers. I mean, there's some adults out there that haven't learned these things either, about being kind and being honest and being true to yourself and knowing what's right for you and not always listening to your parents, but still doing the right thing, if that makes any sense. And then them finding love with each other and exploring first love. So there's a lot of lessons there for first love encounters as well. Having that best friend that listens to you, and the best friend's boyfriend that treats you like a little sister. I don't know about you, but I've had that experience. Well, not necessarily my best friend's boyfriend, but like sisters, guy friends. Get along with my best friend's boyfriends, I would say, in high school, but anyway. Definitely fluffy. And, well, I shouldn't say it's fluffy and light per se, because there are some serious life lessons for a younger generation. There wasn't any major twists thrown in. I mean, his ex-girlfriend causes a little ruckus, but you kind of saw that one coming. Although, if you are a teenager, that might have thrown you for a loop, that she would actually do what she does. It's hard to say. Some bits are emotional. If I had read it as a teenager when I was like 16, it would probably be more emotional for me. But like, I can get where the emotions are being drawn from the first love, butterflies feeling, and the anxiousness and excitement of graduation and going on from that, and the stress from not wanting to disappoint your parents, and are you doing the right thing, and like missing your friends. Dealing with airports. I know that sounds silly, but it is in there. I don't know what kind of other books it compares to. The first love bit is kind of like with like Twilight, when she's just a teenager and she's falling in love, even though he's a vampire. But take that part out, like the new love kind of thing is relatable. It's not exactly a book that I read a lot of. It is completely 100% contemporary fiction. There's no magic or mystical or fantasy in it whatsoever, which is not my usual genre. But I do like romances. And young love is just so sweet and adorable. Definitely a lot of life lessons. I had thoughts on this like before, and of course I didn't write them down. So now when I'm talking about it, I can't remember exactly what I was thinking. But anyway, the ending, it is a standalone read, and the ending is too open-ended. I get that they're just 18, 19 years old, just finishing high school, but it still leaves a little too much to my imagination. They kind of just end it kind of like, and I didn't really like that. I would have liked another paragraph. It doesn't have to be like 3 months in the future, just another paragraph of right then would have been enough to do me to feel more satisfied. It leaves a lot to the imagination. Now, it is a happy ending, and you can assume that everything gets wrapped up. But I thought it was a little abrupt. That's it. I would rate the book overall 3 out of 5 stars. Good book, decent writing, likable characters. Nothing really stood out to me, though. Depending on your mood, it could be a page turner or not. I probably will not reread it. I may or may not look up some of Lauren Miracle's other books to see what they're like, what their plots are, if I want to read them or not, because I did like her writing style. The writing style is good. So, yeah, 3 out of 5 stars. Solid 3 out of 5 stars. Definitely nostalgic. Brings you back to high school a little bit, and the good life lessons for someone who is actually in high school, for sure. With that nice little bit of first romance mixed in. Anyway, I hope you guys all have an absolutely wonderful day. It is absolutely beautiful and sunny here right now, and I hope it is nice where you are as well, enjoying this. Have a great day, and I will see you in the next video.